Springy Family Gaming in 3, 2, 1.
Hi and welcome to Springy Family Gaming. It's Mummy McSpringy and I'm in Miners Haven during the winter Christmas holiday update, and we are minutes away from the new Headless Santa presents, whatever he's selling, we're not sure, whatever his gifts are. So we are just having a little bit of a run around while we wait for him to laugh his head off to signal it's time to go and buy something. See if I turn up the volume, you can hear the laugh. Did you hear that? Ho 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 ho! Yes, that was the sound of the Headless Horseman. But first, let's just throw these out. Get ourselves a little speed on. And that sword sound, that's louder than anything. He's moved? Has he moved? No, he's still up here. Oh, 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 oh. Let's go see what he's got. Hey dude, with no face and an outfit. You have the Sweet Tooth, the Premium Tracker, the Unreal Box Bundle, and the Ghost of Christmas Past. You have nothing new. In fact, this has become dearer. How did you not do that right? We have to wait another day for new items. You just gave us the same items in a different order. Oh no, that is the worst possible result. And like this is, I'm sure this has gotten more expensive. It was like 700 and something before, was it? I don't know, maybe it hasn't. But that was a fail. Okay. What's not a fail is this setup, this one that I use every time for Life 500 plus. And as you can see right now, I have no money. So, set a timer. We are going to make some money so fast. Like, so fast. I need a, actually I'm going to get a, what you call it? A stopwatch. Alright. Let's see if we can... Yep, we can do that. We can set a timer for the moment I start pumping through the dragon glass ore. So, ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. The timer's on. Ganillions. That's it. I mean, like, it took 10 seconds to get here. How far can we get? Not even. Okay, we're at Decillion at 32 seconds. Oh, and we're at an ore limit. How is that possible? We got a blockage. Oh, we've got a blockage. We've got a major blockage. It's just pumping out way too much ore. Let's bounce it out. Wow. So much ore. Here we go. Okay. So fast. That was just so fast. That was literally 10 seconds to reborn. to get to nonillions. Yes, that was that fast. Wow. And all we've got is a bunch of Dragon Blasters and Big Bad Blasters. 3 Flaming Schrodingers, all reborn items by the way, even the Catalyst is, the Aether Refiner which multiplies by 90. I did throw in a Freon Sprayer in here so that anything flaming coming through would negate the fire on it and last a little longer because it's 5 seconds to wait for this to open up after it's accepted ore, and I didn't want to lose the value of any ore, so that's what I did there. Again, this has the True Overlord device times 2 with the clockwork in between, nice, and the resetter right here, all reborn, another catalyst, there's a refiner and quantum ore cleaner, and a dragon glass mine. Now to add to that, we're going to put on an exotic. We're going to put on our new exotic right here, and we're just going to sit it there. This is the Ghost of Christmas Past. And now I'm not sure quite what it did. It seemed like it did 2 things. It seemed like, and I haven't watched any videos, I haven't seen anyone else's videos, but it felt like the lower the value of the ore, it multiplied by 1,000 or something. But the higher the value of the ore, it only multiplied by 2. I can't be sure. Anyway, was it 10,000? Something. Anyway, we'll pump through some more. Hopefully we don't get it jammed again. So explosive. Yeah, it must be jamming again. Because the ore limit's going up and the ore's not going through. Yeah. Oh dear. Alright, that's cleared. Pump a little bit more through. And at risk of being killed by the ores flying everywhere, we'll just stand at the end and watch value of ore coming through. So that's a good view there. We can see what it's doing. So sometimes it comes out in negative numbers, so we lose money. Like now, like we're losing it quite a bit. And other times we just gain. Look at that. Oh, research points. That was a good one. That is negative. And we're at our ore limit again. Oh, I'm die if I get caught there. jump out. Oh my gosh, so close. Anyway, so that's how quick that was. I'm just going to reborn now. So fast. And I got a wild spore. Wild spore is great to use in front of an azure refiner to clean the ore, to take off any of its statuses like sparkles, particles, fire, anything like that. So use your wild spore. Let's put it out like this. Yep. In front of your azure refiner like that. So if you have an azure refiner, put this in front of it and then you'll be able to get the benefits from the azure refiner, which upgrades pure ore, that's completely clean ore, by 4. And if you go to the spore, where is your wild spore? I don't know if it'll let me show you what it does without, for some reason. Let's clear that. There we go. Removes negative status effects from ore such as fire and radiation. Ignores the effects of the ore illuminator. What else it does is unknown. So it ignores the effects of the ore illuminator. So therefore, if you have an ore illuminator, you have to put it after this. So let's put the illuminator out now, ore illuminator. There you go. The ore illuminator is a spooky upgrader that educates ores. It takes 5 seconds for ores to learn to become better, gaining a 5 times boost. If the education is interrupted, they are destroyed. Ores can normally be educated only once. Okay, normally it says. It doesn't say specifically that they won't upgrade twice. So, to upgrade your ores, you need... Let's just do this. This is quite fun, actually. Oh, I have no money. Here I am trying to show you something, and I have no money. Okay. Dreamer's Anguish and the Symmetrium. Or I could have put the Dragon Glass on there as well, but it's fine. I've already got enough. Let's take those away. I know that sounds very loud, but we were listening for the Headless Santa to show us something new, and he didn't. Okay. So, where are we going to? VE for all conveyors, and here we have our ramps. Now normally I'd only put about 6 of these out, and that's normally enough to educate the ore. So ore passing through here will go up and down and roll and roll and roll and roll and roll and roll. And then once it gets to here, it's usually fully upgraded, and then you can put other upgraders after it. So when you're looking at building a setup, it's important to know what order to place things. Some things will only give you benefit when the ore value is low, so they need to go at the front of your setup, right here. And some things are better off closer to the end of your setup after a resetter. Let's put a resetter out. Because for some reason they can only be upgraded once. Therefore, if you're using a resetter, you get the opportunity to use something again. That's great. But you want to be closer to your end furnace setup when something can only be used once. So this machine removes all status effects from such as radioactive and flaming from any ore, a bit like the wild spore, but it also removes all tags, allowing it to go through limiting machines again. Now, limiting machines are machines that tell you you can only use that machine once. That is a limiting machine. So limiting machines are great for the end of your setup or before a resetter. Let's look at some upgraders. RAD for upgraders. Let's look at this one here. This is one of our Twitch upgraders, power upgraders. A magical upgrader that uses magical power of Berez's Twitch to upgrade ores by 60% can only upgrade ores once. That is a perfect example of a limiting upgrader. You can only upgrade ores once. So, what would you do with that? You would be able to put a resetter. Let's just withdraw that. RES for the resetter. You'd be able to put this in front of this, and if you had another, which I don't, Twitch, no, I don't have another Twitch powered upgrader, but you'd be able to put one in front and behind it. We've got another Twitch thing here. This is an ore scanner. Ore scanners generally go near the end of your setup. Let's have a look at this one. An advanced scanner for Twitch viewers that adds 1000 to the value of an ore and then quintuples it, so it multiplies it by 5. Doesn't work with other scanners, so you would not be able to put this scanner before other scanners, such as, yeah, we haven't got any. That's the only scanner we got. Let's go to the menu. We do have a bit of money. Let's grab those, just to show you an example. You would not be able to put this before these. You'd only put 3 of these out anyway. Oh, sorry, you would not be able to put this here because it will not work. You've got scanners here, so if you put it through here and then tried to use this, this would not work. That is what it says here. Doesn't work with other scanners. Here you go. Does not work with other scanners. So if ore has been scanned, this will not work. But will it work if it goes before? Like, there are no other scanners before it here. We've got a resetter, so let's just put out some conveyors. Let's put out some of our lovely new festive conveyors. That looks nice. Let's just throw our freon at the end to get rid of the fire on the ore. And we'll throw in a basic furnace. Not the huge one, we don't want to do that. Let's just throw that on the end. Up here, we're going to put a very basic ore. So let's go to our mines. Actually, before we do that, we're going to put the tracker in. And we're also going to watch for flashing. When one of these upgraders starts flashing, that means that the ore will not work, will not upgrade. Let's just put it in the middle there. Let's get it on right. Okay, let's go back to the mines. Put that here. Oh. Alright, the one thing we need is actually just get rid of this for a sec. We need to move this setup slightly because what we need... They all work at the same rate? No, they're not. What we need to do... Put another tracker in. So, Twitch... Yeah. Resetter. Here. Tracker. We need another tracker. Right here. Because what happens is the resetter takes off all of the effects and statuses, so it will actually remove the tracking. Right, we'll go back to our ore. Well, mine, sorry. Get our basic iron mine back on. And let that go through. $2. Now we're going to see if this is actually upgrading it. Once it gets to this point, it's about whether this scanner will grab it or not. Because it's moving constantly. So, seems like the timing is out. And it's missing it. Wait, I think it did it then. Missed it that time. Yep, it did that time. So it is multiplying the value of the ore at this point of the setup. So without hitting any scanners, it's coming through at 16. And, well, actually, this scanner is not allowing these other 3 scanners to work with it. Now let's go back to the Twitch scanner. Doesn't work with other scanners. So there you go. It doesn't matter whether it's in front or behind other scanners, it will not work. So it will work independently on its own. But what if we were to put it in front of the resetter? Let's check our Twitch powered upgrader. Let's move those 2 around. We're going to play around a little bit here. We're going to see if we can increase the value from 5k using the same setup but using it in a different order. So, goodbye Twitch powered upgrader, goodbye Twitch scanner, and goodbye resetter and tracker. So, Twitch powered upgrader right here. We're going to put the tracker right here, the resetter right here, and the last Twitch item, the scanner right here. Now we're going to see if by putting the iron mine out, it'll work this time before the resetter. Let's try it. Oh, it's slightly off there. I'm going to move it. Did that work? Here we go. We want to see if it catches. It goes. It's going through at 5k. Then it goes to 8K through here. And yes, it does work. It comes out at 40K. Alright, that is a huge difference from 5K. So, you can use the Twitch scanner in front of a resetter, and that will basically remove all of its scanning properties from it and allow you to use other scanners after it. There you go, 8K, 40K. So we're at 8K after we go through the Twitch powered upgrader, then we go through the flaming ore scanners, and we hit, well, depending if it hits these flaming ore scanners or not, 40K. From $2 to 40K in this here. Okay, so if you've got one of these Twitch scanners, throw it in front of your resetter. Yep. And that'll work fine. That'll work just fine. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we are going to end out our episode with a blad around the map looking for crates. And I might open just a couple for fun while I'm off doing that. So let's go. Thanks for watching Springy Family Gaming. It's been great having you here again with this little episode, and we hope you have a fantastic, happy new year for 2017. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you again next time. Bye!